doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for coming in.
My name's Leisly.
Hey, Leisly, Tom Murdoch. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Sit down.
Yeah, sure.
It's just some housekeeping rules. 10 minutes is still fine.
Yep,
Nobody
perfect.
else needs to be here.
No.
And may I take some notes?
Sure, of course.
So are you excited for Thanksgiving? It's in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's coming a little too quickly. We're having too many people at my house, so I'm a little nervous about it. But
Really? Your entire family is coming?
yeah, we have the whole family coming, so that's putting a lot of to-dos on my list, which I wasn't really necessarily looking forward to. So.
Are you gonna cook turkey or?
Yeah, we're doing turkey, the whole 9 yards. So we're looking forward to it, but we're having a lot of people over, so it's gonna be kind of a
Great holiday.
yeah. We're looking forward to it. It should be good.
I guess we can can I ask you some questions? You contacted us off Bryant. So I wanted to know exactly what's going on with the company, exactly why you contacted us.
Yeah, sure. Good question. So we've been noticing that the traffic to our website has been slowly but surely declining over the past few months, past few quarters. And in a business like ours, it's really important that we have the opposite trend. We need to be driving more traffic and continuing to see our statistics grow in terms of how many people we're reaching with the website. So obviously when we noticed a drop off like that, we knew that we had to do something about it. So we have a consultant firm kind of on retainer that we talk to about things like this, and they recommended that we look out to find some technologies that might be able to help us, and they recommended Acquia. So that's what drove me to the website and filled in the form, and here we are.
Okay, and currently, how do you guys get your revenue?
So two distinct ways: advertising and subscriptions. So on the subscription side, that would be somebody. Basic consumer at their house that would say, I'd like to subscribe to the premier content on your website, and they would purchase a monthly subscription on the website. And then the other side is advertisers. So we go out to our advertisers, and we're selling them space on our website to promote their product and service on our website. You've probably seen on websites that you go to, banner ads and all sorts of different ways that companies are advertising on a media site like ours. And we're no different. We're going to those advertisers and we're selling them the space on our website.
And you, what kind of website are you guys?
So we're all sports.
Okay,
Yep.
sports. And how do you differentiate yourselves from the competition?
Yeah, so we've always historically we've always been a kind of a global leader in sports journalism. So we've always been the place where you could come to no matter what you were interested in, no matter what was your real passion for sports, whether it was soccer, baseball, basketball, football, hockey. No matter what it was, you could always come to our site and find information about your team, about your league, about pretty much anything to do with your area of interest in sports. And there's historically no other publication that's been able to offer that global perspective on all these different sports.
And so, how do you target your customers? So what makes you different than maybe another sports site? Is your content exactly the same for all the customers?
It is. Today it is. We have great journalists. They do a great job, but we have kind of a one-size-fits-all model for content right now. So no matter where you're coming from, you're getting the same content. And that's the problem for us right now, is that we're noticing pressure from other local sports publications, sports outlets, that people are going to those sites to get local information about their team in their area of the world or their area of the country, instead of coming to our site where they could also get that information. They would have to click a lot more to get to that information, as opposed to just going to a local site that is all about that team 100% of the time.
Okay, so from what I can get from you is that your traffic is slowly declining, and so your subscriptions are also, and you have a content that is the same for everybody. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so Acquia actually creates this platform that is able to make your customers gain this experience from the website. So your customers come in and they have this experience different from someone else. So with Acquia, they can get this personalized experience where it's differentiated for every single customer. And so customers would like that instead of an entire content that is the same for every single person. Acquia is embedded into your system and is able to track your customers that go into your website, and they can track their activity level, and so they can personalize whatever they get from the customer into your website. And so through this, you can learn more about your customers and your customers' needs, and through that, you can increase your subscriptions because your customers want to come back because your website is more personalized, and so the content is not the same for everybody, but it will be directly for them, and so it's going to be personalized for them. We have other Elle Magazine had a 20% increase in their page views, and what I saw is that you said your traffic is slowly declining, and so like Elle Magazine, they had a 20% increase. We can also help you get an increase through Acquia that personalizes everything that you need. And if you're worried about how long this is going to take, maybe my staff is going to have to learn something new. They're not. This takes 2 to 3 days to implement, and it doesn't take that long for you to also, for the staff to learn. They're not going to learn any new skills. It's just going to have to be how to work with the Acquia platform that we have. How is this sounding for you currently?
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I mean, obviously a 20% increase in page views would be great for us right now. So that's obviously really interesting, especially based on the trend that we've seen over the past few months. So that would be a big help. And it's interesting that you mentioned. Did you say Elle Magazine?
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like a solution like that that's driving that type of result would be really expensive. This is not a budgeted purchase right now. So can you give me an idea of cost and just give me something to work with when I talk with my boss and probably my boss's boss about this?
I understand that cost is obviously a big problem to anybody. We all have budgets that we want to be contained into. And this is more of an investment than a cost for you. Is really cost something that's bothering you, or return on investment that would be something?
Yeah. So obviously, anytime that we can make a case to spend money when we're going to get money back, a multiple of what we spent is obviously would be a smart decision for us. For me to start kind of calculating that out, do you have a rough idea of what that initial investment would look like?
Currently we don't, because it varies by every single company. So it's going to vary with you. If you want a 5 to 10% increase in return on investment, do you guys know how much of return on investment do you guys want?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Obviously, we want to try to maximize it as much as we can, right? So we want to try to get out of this tool as much as we possibly can. What I would need to start thinking through is, what will that initial investment be? And then, if 20% is something, is the return we're going to get in terms of page views increase, then I can, work to calculate what that return will be. I mean, typically when we make an investment in something, we want to see a minimum of a 5x return on the money that we're putting into it to make it, even a starter for us.
I have another company that we work with. We work with Toronto Life, and we were able to get them a 8 times increase in their click-through and a 4 times increase in their subscription purchases. And so it's more of an investment for you. And so it's just gonna vary depending on how many click-throughs you have currently right now, and we can set up to see how much it will end up costing. But it's more of an investment. We do 5 to 15% return on investments depending on the company, and so that's pretty much how we end up.
Okay.
We don't have a set price right now because we would have to make another meeting to see how this is gonna work with your website.
Sure, that makes sense.
And so, I wanted to see if maybe we can meet for another meeting, if this is all sounding good to you.
Yeah, I think it probably makes sense for us to, you know, I know we only had 10 minutes today, but it probably makes sense for us to set up another meeting to go a little bit deeper and really start to try to calculate what the return could be for our company.
Yeah, I would like to set a meeting whenever you're available,
Sure.
of course, to see how this is gonna look when it's implemented and how it's gonna work with your company. Do you have another a day or a time that it would be good for you?
Yeah, why don't we try next Tuesday around
Next Tuesday?
around 3?
Sounds good.
All right, great.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, take care.